champions. Only one shall prevail. Now, the greatest boxers of all time will compete once again.
Are you ready? Let's get ready to rumble! Let's get ready to rumble! One, two, three, four, five. That's not One, two, three, four, five, six, seven.
You've used up all of the available roller coasters. From now on, you can only replace the roller coasters already in your park. People are getting hungry, and there aren't enough food shops. Do you think you should build some more? Unfortunately, the coaster track you've just built collides with something in your park. You should edit the height or position of the pylons so none of the track is red. Until this is solved, I can't open the ride.
Double kill. First blood. Double kill.
Try a bigger gun.
Congratulations, you are the winner.
Get ready, fight!
that's a low blow. I mean, hit. Your punch has been.
Oh man, that was tight. Oh man, that was tight.
Catcher.
Oh, that was a bit early. You hit the ball a little too light. This...
Welcome to the third place.
PlayStation 2! The third place!
The third place is not up, not down, not making, not sleeping, not the past, not the present. It's a third thing. And what today's about is getting David Lynch to interpret the third place.
Okay. I'm happy, man. I think they'll pay me now.
There are so many elements that are unknown quantity to us, but don't panic about it because this is a normal, this is a very normal working for him.
This is us being curious.
Yeah. I am not afraid, I'm not worried. It's a very normal thing. Yeah. We never complete a picture. We only have things in place. And that gives him the maximum latitude that he would like to have. We just believe, okay, we're here, we're going to shoot this commercial from now until it's finished, right? Whatever it takes.
Sustain or just like that, just like that. Turn that off and you see the other one. Slide it, turn it off here.
Do I get split?
Dave, storm smoke. That's good, Dave. Okay. Fire. Okay. This is so beautiful. Okay, Dave Storm, way too hard. Now, yeah, you almost had it the time before. Now you've gotten carried away. No more coffee for Dave Storm.
Back it off a little bit.
Smoke it up, Dave Storm. Tally back. Flame it. Cut it.
There is no one else like David Lynch, and it's reassuring that, you know, from his point of view, and he said it himself, he's been living in the third place for quite a few years. So if there was one person that was going to understand what we needed to communicate, one person that was going to really get to grips with the commercial, and one person that was really going to produce something that really no one had ever seen before, it was going to be David Lynch.
down. As soon as her arms and everything are clear, you have her lift herself up, you kick out the apple boxes, and you come down, she lifts her legs up out of the picture, and you're done.
Yep. Okay.
Real smooth, real fluid. Turn to the camera. Floating away. Lifting slightly. Now lift yourself off slightly, pointing your toes. Beautiful. Cut it. That was a humdinger. Now the red lights. Okay, now Scott, if we wanted to take his head off here and have it float ahead of him and come toward us, and his body walk behind him, okay? All right, Jason, action. Okay, now your head comes off and you veer to your left. Little lefter. Right, there you go, buddy. And cut it. Good.
It's different working with David because the atmosphere on the set is like nothing I've known before. It's like a big family of people all having a jolly good time, and there's no tension. You don't normally get that. Everyone's working really hard, and it's all going off at the same time. I've never seen such a sort of happy bunch of beavers working on. It's quite strange.
That's the deal, Gary. Gently blow that smoke back. Now you gotta clean it off the glass. And you gotta see Jason. It's all gotta be orchestrated, Gary. Put your thinking cap on. Then stop, and then whip it out with the face. Wow, Gary. Jeez. Okay, now smoke it out. Gary, here we go. Oh, goodness. Okay, now kill the smoke and get the fan going, Gary. Whip that stuff clean, buddy. Got it? We gotta wrap Nino's head, gotta paint his mouth and eyes. And we've got to get Singham tailored, just beautiful, creases. That's going to work out good.
I need to hear. Okay.
Nino, you're doing great, man. Action. Okay. Start your lighting change now. Okay, clear that doggone smoke, Gary. Cut it.
It was. My eyes just closed.
Woo! Oh, God.
Yeah, good.
It's different.
Nice.
Right there?
Yeah, okay, that's a very funky W, but it's very cool, I think. But oh, that's so pretty. That is beautiful. Keep it going. Is that pretty or what?
That is really pretty. You should see it here.
Damn, I'd love to see it there.
In 1994, the FIFA video game series began, born with one aim, created in one image, football. Through the Mega Drive in 1994, the PlayStation in 1995, and the N64 in 1996, we dominated. Over 7 years, the FIFA video game series became the name in gameplay, became the name in accuracy, became the name in front. World-class stars were summoned, World Cup scores were settled, worldwide, stadiums were rocked. And in the year 2000, as the game enters a new arena, so do we.
The jump in technology from our previous products is so immense that we're able to do things that we've never done before.
In the past, we've had to build very high-resolution models for special movies in the introductions of our games. But now we're looking at a level of technology in PlayStation 2 that we can use the same high-resolution models in the movies that we're using in the game. So it's all real stuff. What we tend to get from the Cyberscan is an extremely high-resolution mesh model, which perfectly represents the person that we're after. This is how the model is represented in 3D space. It's all through polygons. And the more polygons and lines that you get in there, the more smooth and round surfaces appear.
Detail in faces, facial animation, you can see players blinking, you can see them screaming if they're angry, you can see them cheering if they're excited.
We assign control points to different areas of the model's face, and the animators are able to move those points around and create different sorts of facial expressions. Once we've applied all the facial animation to the heads, then we can start to put different hairstyles onto them.
The orbit camera is one of the functions or the features we use when we're debugging the game so that we can get a better look at the players. It allows us to sort of home in, zoom in on any particular element of the game and rotate the camera around 360 degrees, get a real solid 3D impression of what each of the players looks like. We've doubled the amount of animation that are on the players, so you'll see the players doing things that they've never done before. You'll see different kicks, you'll see new finishing moves, new ways to score. You'll see shadows cast by the stadium on the pitch. The shadows are animating if the flags in the stadium are animating. Crowds that get appropriately excited, so if you score a really important goal, the crowd's going to know it.
Our ultimate goal is to represent every single player in football exactly accurately.
People will walk by while you're playing a game with your friend and they think you're watching TV. They'll feel a little silly because they realize you're just sitting there holding the controller playing a game.
Soon you will be able to hear a heartbeat in a stadium. Soon your computer opponent will be a World Cup winner. And soon you will not believe your eyes.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
Bye.